Hello everybody and welcome back once again to League of Europe Season 9, round number 4, round number 15. It would help if I had the right graphic on there instead of just saying round number 14. It's round number 15 and we are at Saudi Arabia for Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was hosting one of the opening rounds this year. And we're going to have the third to last round here at League of Europe. So we've got myself, Jesport, and joining me once again, we've got Old School, also known as Mark. Mark, how you doing?
Yeah, good. This is a testy track. You're going to probably see lots of incident. You've got to try and keep your wings free of damage here because it's very easy to just understeer wide in a lot of these corners. So there's a lot on the line, obviously. It's got D-Morts and Chill in that title battle. It's still very much alive.
Luckily, though, there's some permutations that Cam posted earlier as well, so thanks to Cam. We'll go through that in just a second. But going through the standings, well, we saw Chill's DNF last week. It was due to an issue he had with his technical issues. But D-Mort scored 8 more points than him. He now leads the championship. Realistically, those two are the only ones in the title fight, but anyone down to P6 is still in it. But if D-Morts pretty much wins the race and everyone else apart from Chill is pretty much out of it. So we've got YYY in third. We are missing quite a few drivers tonight. We only have 14 runners, which is not ideal, but better than nothing. But Chill, I think I know, would bounce back. He's got quite a few podiums already, 2 wins. I think D-Morts has won 1. But that's pretty much it, whereas Chill's won 2 and he's got quite a few more podiums. D-Morts has been the most consistent though, scored points in every single race. He can go either way.
Yeah, it's actually remarkable how many points. He's actually not won a race. He's not won a single race. I'm just looking at this. God, unbelievable. That's a staggering stat. And he might not until the end of the season because Toincoin and Farrell are both here tonight and they're probably the 2 quickest on pace in the division, which is a bizarre thing to say when we're talking about D-Morts and Chill in a title fight, but yeah, chances are he might not win a race and win the title.
That is interesting, and I've seen situations in other leagues where the overall champion has never won a race. That has happened before, so it can happen today at League of Europe. But this track, first used in Formula 1 2021, longest street circuit on the Formula 1 calendar, 6.175 kilometres. Second longest on the Formula 1 calendar after Spa as well, 250 kilometres an hour. This track can go up its speed, and it runs parallel to the Red Sea as well. So it's quite a unique circuit. 3 DRS zones as well. Obviously not the 2023 version where they removed the DRS zone of turn 27. We got that with these drivers tonight. We have all the other few people in the walls. And what I've noticed that tyre wear can be, I think, quite crucial around here, as well as obviously trying to get that setup right as well. But it obviously depends on the time of day. I was practicing in the day, but in the night time it'll probably be a lot easier with the cooler temperatures. But we got Harry F then heading towards the final DRS zone, which follows. And we could see a little bit of DRS chicken happening here from a few people. I won't be surprised as Ryan Belshaw, Harry F's teammate, comes across the line with a 1:29.3. Harry F then up to the line, and it's a 1:29.7 P2 for him.
Yeah, that's quite off the pace. I would say I'd be expecting definite times in the 28s here, particularly from. I mean, we said that he might not win a race. He's got to be favourite here, D-Morts, because from my knowledge, out of everyone in the top 7, he's the only one on wheel. This is not a pad track. This is really not a pad track. So I would imagine he's got a really good shot of picking up his first win today, potentially. And
you're probably glad that you're running a wheel as well instead of a power, because you only had wheel quite recently as D-Morts. So she said that. 1:28.3 right on cue. So he's in the 1:28s at the moment. Maybe 1:27's likely, we'll see. But we haven't seen what Toincoin can do. Purple in at the middle sector. So he's looking quick right here as well, going through the sweeping right hand. Just look at the acceleration that he's carrying in that Alpine car. The car that I usually like to jinx in all leagues. Not this one, though. Not this season. the Alpines have done a lot better since Touring Coin have come into the fray. Has taken quite a few wins this season. And he goes fast as 128.2. Julie Show, his teammate. He goes through sector 1. Now, I've invalidated quite a few times through there as well. We've seen a few spins through there as well. And Barrel has just put it in the wall. He's lost his front wing, and there's debris. And if it was real life, there would have been a red flag.
Yes, 100%, 100%. So it's just seen some rather sad news. I think James Hayden will not be commentating next season. I've just seen in the chat, which is a terrible shame. But yeah,
that is a shame. He's the god of LOE commentary. Who will we get to replace him? I don't think anyone would replace him. That is good enough. So yeah, that is sad. Right, that's not made my day at all. James, I'm coming at you. You need to stay at League of Europe. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. I refuse. I'm joking. I'm not head of comms at League of Europe, so I can't force anyone into decisions. As Julie Show goes for fastest with a 128.7. Both the Alpines, and it's an Aston Martin and Alpine affair on the front two rows. Harry unfortunately is invalidated. Foul's going to go into the pit. Anyone else on runs? I don't think so. And I think one thing we will get is there will be no rain, hopefully, around here. I think the only time I witnessed rain was, I think there was one top-tier race in another league I was watching, and I think there was only one occurrence where I saw rain. No other races I've commentated or raced on have rained in Jeddah. So take that with a pinch of salt. I've only practiced for the dry here, and if it rains, I think everyone is pretty much screwed. But everyone's going to go dive into the pit and then get ready for their next runs.
Yeah, I've had it in Abu Dhabi once. I had a full intermediates race there in the lot,
Oh yes, in D3 we had. I think it was either last season. Yeah, it was last season, end of last season. We had the wet sprint race.
Yeah. It can happen there, and actually, it did rain in real life there once.
Yeah, it did. So I don't get why it doesn't rain that often on this game around here.
Yeah, it was so warm that it just evaporated. Effectively, it was too hot for it to even kind of make any kind of surface water. So, yeah, it can happen out there. It's particularly, I think, maybe more Abu Dhabi than Jeddah potentially. I'm not entirely sure of my Middle Eastern geography really, but as I understand, Jeddah's right on the edge of a blooming great big desert, is my understanding.
And it sometimes could be under threat for certain things, from like last year, which we're not going to go on too much, but no threats this year, luckily, which was good, so they were able to keep on racing. As Harry F's on the lap again, but we already followed him on a lap, so who's going to be next? MCR is going through turn number 1. I might need to turn my game sound down a little bit, because it's a bit too loud, but don't worry, I will fix that very, very soon. There's quite a few people coming under traffic. Luckily, the two Astons and I think one of the Red Bulls are on outlaps anyway, so it's all good. Heading towards turn 3 and 4 as well. And bearing in mind that it does catch you out when you turn in through here, because if you run Racing Line, it tells you to turn in at a certain point, but there's certain occasions where you have to turn in a lot earlier, because otherwise you'll get an invalidation or you have a bit of understeer, as I found that in practice. That's my advice if you're racing it later on, or if you're racing in another league. Heading towards the end of sector 2 then as well, you're going to run very close to the curb there as well, not too much, because otherwise you'll be sending into a spin. A long straight here, DRS zone, speeds coming up to almost 200 miles an hour, depending on what, obviously, setup you're running. Some people maybe want to be more stable. Oh, MCR. MCR has invalidated his run.
No, nightmare. Nightmare. He's good. I fancy him to do quite well. I think MCR's also on track from my memories, I believe, anyway. But
MCR was the one who invalidated.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I meant not track, pad. That's what I was going for. But yeah, so it wouldn't describe if he has a bit of a torrid time here today as well.
Yeah, I wonder. Hold on, I've got people on pad actually at the moment. Most people in this division are pad users. So Harry F comes across the line and said, so D-Mod's on on wheel. Chill's on pad. Is Y12 here tonight? No, he's not. Okay. Cam is on pad. Ryan B is on pad. Connor O'Keefe, is he here? No, he's not here. MCR's on pad. Matt Tibos is on pad. Ryan Belshaw's on pad. Harry's on pad. Julie Show's on pad. Caller Kicker's on wheel. Harry F's. Oh! And as I speak about Harry F, he spins. But he's on an lap, I believe. Harry F's on pad. Anyone else here tonight? MCFC. I don't know what he does. MCFC. He might be on the pad as well, actually. So only about D-Morts and Caller Kicker. Only wheel users on this grid tonight, unless people change to a wheel last minute. Speaking of Caller Kicker, he goes fastest.
Wow, 127s. That is some very, very good pace to deliver in a
3 seconds faster than me.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's a crazy quick time. That's to do that in a quali session. I suspect that would actually not be outside of the top 10 in D1 potentially. So he obviously loves this place.
It is a crossover, isn't it, between D3 and D2? Because obviously we got rid of one division. I think it was either this season or last season. I think it was this season that we got rid of one division. No, it was last season. I don't know. I can't remember when they got rid of one division. But they got rid of one division, and the pace, I think, between D2 and D3 especially, is a bit closer than we might think. So that's why we obviously see a lot of fast guys in lower divisions as well. And that means obviously we would have a bit more of a dominant affair in those divisions. But D3, I think, could be very, very close. Actually, it's not too far between Toincoin, Morts, Chill, and Julie Show in 5th position. Nice to see him up there. He's only 18th in the championship. 26 points to his name. His best result was in Bahrain as well. And bearing in mind that was a sprint race as well, so he scored quite a few points there. Hasn't got on the podium yet. Today could be his day, and he's just invalidated. So I just jinxed him. That's back to my normal Alpine programming, unfortunately, with that one. But Ryan Belshaw is on a lap then. Let's see what he can do. 9th at the moment, with his teammate 7th.
Yes, he's up slightly. He's looking quite smooth through. This is such a difficult section of a track. You have to really commit through this corner, and also not overcommit and invalidate, which is easy to do. Oof. He's taking some very jutty lines there, definitely on a pad. He's almost soaring at the wheel as he's trying to get around this pretty tough track. This is always a difficult corner. You want to get on the power so much earlier than you can, but yeah, this looks pretty smooth. I think this looks like an improvement.
That definitely looks like an improvement from Ryan Belshaw. So let's see what he could do. 128.949. P7. Pretty good. So he's in the 128s then as well. Everyone has dived into the pits now. Farrell went tonight fastest, but he's not binned it this time, so he's going to go. Harry F's retired. Not on track, I don't think. Oh, he is on track. No, he's not.
I think maybe he's just done his 3 runs, maybe, and
he thinks he can't go quicker.
Yeah, potentially.
We strongly suggest that we'll get no rain in the race, which, to be honest, I would have seen more of an uproar in the D3 chat if there was rain. Do I see an uproar in the D3 chat? No, I don't. So, no. We haven't had much rain, I think, in this division for quite a bit, actually. So, and it's a shame, because I'm missing next week, and knowing me, there'll be rain in Belgium when I'm not here.
Yeah, Spa is a very likely candidate. As is Brazil, actually. So the last 2 races have got a decent chance of being rain affected at some point. They're probably 2 of the most frequent rain races, so especially in real life, and I think it's somewhat realistic in the game where it can and can't rain, but I think they've got better with it as well, because it always used to rain at Monza for some reason, and it never rains at Monza normally, every now and again, but I felt like every other race it was wet a couple of years ago, but they've kind of sorted that out now, which is quite nice.
Yeah, they have. And to be fair, hopefully they have a bit more of a spread on more realistic terms in terms of which tracks it rains at most and which track doesn't. But obviously there may be some tracks where they want to rain it more than most, like China, for example, where it rains quite a lot on this game, I've noticed. but it doesn't do that much in real life, which is very weird. But they wanted to make it even more interesting. But 3 minutes left to go. Calm before the storm. MTR is out of sync of everybody. He wants, I think, the cleanest air out of everybody, but he's going to come across people on their outlaps. MCFC is doing the same. I wonder what advantage will they get by being out early, apart from the clean air. Maybe they want to potentially do more than one run to make sure if they bin it, then they can go again. That's why I'm... Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of traffic. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Look at that. Look, that is... Ooh, someone looks like... No, I think there's just someone creating a gap there. But D-Morts will be the first person after, I believe, MCFC.
Oh, MCR's invalidated.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
He will be at the back.
Dear.
Well, he could get around again. It depends. He seems to be using his battery to a degree, but maybe he'll get around again. But MCFC is on a lap now, so he'll be the first person going through, and then I think it will be D-Morts who will be coming round to start his lap. So keeping an eye on this. This is such a tough set. I mean, this whole track is tough, but Sector 1 for me might well be one of the most challenging sectors in any... Oh, he's invalidated. So that will be that for him. He could get round again, though. And
he can save a bit of VRS. He is saving a bit of VRS, to be fair. So let's go on board with D-Morts. His teammate, currently fastest, which you weren't expecting at the moment, as I was just getting a tweet ready, because I realised I haven't tweeted on my Twitter that we're live. So there we go. So that would help. But yellow flags everywhere. There's just lots of people in the final sector trying to move out of the way. Gentleman's agreement and all that. MTR has gone into the pit, so he's not going to go again. Only driver yet to set a lap time, and he's not going to set one. To be honest, starting near the back around here is pretty much quite a smart move, because there could be a lot of carnage in turn 1, but there could be carnage in front of you, and you can have nowhere to go. So again, that's a double-edged sword for MCR. But here comes D-Morts. If I get the trap map, I would have to get the trap map around here so I can see the corner numbers, because there is 27 turns around this Jeddah circuit. The trap map looks very, very weird, I have to say, but he's heading towards turn, I think it's turn 24. He's heading towards 23 and 24, and he's approaching towards the DRS zone at turn 25. He comes. I wonder if he's going to get in purple in any sectors as well. It's hard to tell when we don't have any of the data, as MTFC has had enough. 130.7 is the best he can get, and he'll be starting on the last row of the grid in Jeddah. D-Morts, though, can he get pole position up to the line? Nope, he cannot. He must have backed off somewhere, so he's going to go out again then, I'm guessing. Who's next across the line? I believe that's Farrell.
Yes. Yeah, Farrell's improving. I didn't catch his last corner, but he was a couple of attempts up, so this could sneak him up. Oh, it does.
Very nice. P4. Checker flag has dropped then, so these are everyone's last laps. So I believe we've got Chill. Chill's done. So Chill can't improve. His teammate Cam, I believe, is on a lap. Goes 8th for him. Sure, he wanted 128, so he's got 128. We have got Julie Show up to the line now. He's 7th. He was 2nd earlier. No, he was 5th earlier, actually. He goes 5th now. Toyn Coin, he's backed off. Toyn Coin has backed off. D-Morts, he's only 6/100ths up in the middle sector so far. He's now gained, I think, a 10th in that middle sector. Now, ooh, that was close with that Ferrari moving out of the way. So we've got Harry and D-Morts. Well, Harry, I think, is backed off. So it's just D-Morts on his run right now. Heading towards the final 2 corner, the 26-27. Make sure you don't go on the power too early around here, but he doesn't. It's a very, very tight corner. Up to the line. Can he get pole? No, he can't. P3 for him. So it is Corner Kicker. I believe it's his first pole. I might be wrong. He might have got pole in one race that I wasn't paying attention at. But yeah, Corner Kicker. His first pole that I've seen for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix by 3 tenths. I wonder Well, I would like to check the other divisions' pole times as well, see what this compares. Well, we'll see what D2 compares to later on and see if that gets any close.
Yeah, D1. I think not everyone would have got in the 27s there, so that's an incredible lap from him.
Yeah, I think he just went quite early, and not many people were able to improve on their runs. So we've got Caller Kicker, Touring Coin, D-Morts, Farrell, Julie Show, Chill, Matt Tibos, Cam, Ryan B and Ryan Belshaw, your top 10. And we've got Harry F and Harry, your top 12. And then MCR only set his best lap time on the mediums in 13th. MCR did not set a lap time here today. And we are about to get underway with some racing here today for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. 25 laps await our drivers. Either mediums to hards, hards to mediums, or soft to hard. I don't think anyone wants to go for the hard soft option. Not viable at all, because I've tried the hards around here earlier on, and you don't want to be there longer than you should do, really. But yeah, Caller Kicker, that must put a lot of pressure on him because he's lower down in the championship. Only scored 24 points. Could this be the chance where he can get his first win?
Yeah, well, there's a few people in with a shot as well. D-Morts is in third, and obviously we established he hasn't won, which I think shocked the pair of us. So it could be a maiden win for at least, for at least two of the drivers, really.
Yeah, D-Morts might have won one of the Bahrain races. I can't remember. No, he didn't. I'm trying to think. How many points did he get for a sprint? Oh no, it was Chill that won both. I think he got 36. Scrap that. So D-Morts has not won. D-Morts has not won a race. I am shocked. He's come. Oh, he might have won one, but it probably might have been taken away.
Potentially, maybe, yeah.
That's probably why I got a bit confused. But we're about to get underway with the formation lap very, very quickly. I got to admit. So we'll check the tyres. I won't be surprised to see everybody with a split, and everyone's on a split right now. So top 4. Caller Kicker, Touring Coin, D-Morts and Barrel, if I get the right scene up, thank you very much. On the hard tyres, as well as Julie's show. And then we got Chill, Matt Tibos, Cam, Ryan B and Ryan Belshaw on the hards. No, medium, sorry. Harry F on the mediums. And then we got Harry, MCFC and MCR on the hards. So we got 8 hards and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mediums. It's quite evenly spread.
Yeah, and I really like Chill's strategy of starting on these mediums because, the natural strategy is hard medium. But
yeah,
the thing is about starting on medium is if there is a safety car, this could turn into a 2-stop, and maybe that's where it becomes viable. Where if there is some kind of sort of interruption due to a crash. And also, it's just not doing what D-Morts is doing, which is probably a good idea on a track where he should be weaker than him. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Chillin, Tibos and Cam K. They're 3 quite wily people, so that would be interesting if they get a fortuitous safety car, seeing them up the front.
And looking at the constructors as well, that's quite close. I don't think it's going to get decided tonight. So, plenty of opportunities for maybe the Williams drivers to work together. Maybe some drivers are not in the championship fight, so they want to help their teammate a little bit as Caller Kicker backs the field. As I nearly checked the wrong standings. I need to check D3, not D4. D4's on in just over an hour's time. So, constructors standings. Williams are leading by... Oh, it doesn't say the gap. I have to do some maths here. I'm not good at maths. Yeah, 33 points.
Yeah, so it can't be decided tonight because you'll need a 109-point lead, I think, going into...
Yes.
Because there's a sprint race as well, so Verstappen kindly put that in the chat. I've completely stole that.
I think it was the D4 chat, actually.
Yeah, so it wasn't my maths. It was his. So he's yeah. So but sorry, it's actually very tight. There's actually 4 teams in with a shout of it, really. So
oh, MCFC got disqualified from the session. So is Harry F, but that's from the formation lap, of course. Not many spinners. 5 red lights are on. 3, 4, live. We're about to get racing here in Jeddah. And we are underway then. A bit slower start for some of the drivers near the background, but we got Cooler Kicker, got a really good start. So did Toincoin as well. D-Mort staying ahead, but there's a bit of contact as well. Matt Tibos goes off the track. He's got a 3-second time penalty already. So he cut the corner massively. Chill's had a good start as well. He's got past Matt Tibos, and now he's chasing down D-Morts for third. This is very key here. Farrell, no tars, doing quite well, but he's getting absolutely swamped now. He's down to 8. There's so many battles happening in the space of a few corners. A lot of people running wide as well. A lot of understeer as well. The ones on the medium seem to be faring a bit better. Ryan Belshaw and Ryan B are going at it. Ryan B could close up to G Show as well, but the timings are not updating. But so much has happened, and it's hard to keep up. But Toincoin, we didn't see that. Toincoin has took the lead of the race.
Yeah, unbelievable. D-Mort's had a nightmare start. We seemed to get tagged a little bit, and I think Tibos had to give back some places for his indiscretion at turn, whether it's 1 or 2, technically I don't know. But Chill is doing pretty well here. He's not losing too much touch. He does have obviously the tyre advantage, but D-Mort's will be furious. He's just been kind of left for dead a little bit. He needs to get that 2 temps back.
Yeah, I think a lot of people need to get 2 temps back as well, because they're losing so much ground to the leaders so far. But 5 temps is the gap right now. D-Morts needs to be in a position to make sure Chill doesn't score as many points as him. But at the moment he is ahead, as Matt Tibos is probably very frustrated about that 3-second. He may appeal it, but it was definitely a corner cutting to me. But if he was forced off the track, he may get it removed. Cam's dropped down to 11, so he's not had a good start either. Neither had the 2 Ferraris, believe it or not. They're 13th and 14th at this moment in time. Biggest gainer has all been the ones who gained 2 positions. Chill, Ryan, the 2 Ryans, Harry F, and MCR. Biggest loser was Cam, down 3 places, like I was saying earlier as well. DRS activated lap 3, around 0.6 of a second, separating the 2 tyre compounds between the mediums and the hards. So you would expect the medium runners to find a bit more ground, but Chill doesn't seem to be finding the ground on D-Morts right now. So maybe it just be down to the tyre warm-up.
Yeah, I just think this isn't going to be a track that's naturally strong for him. So I think he'll be very happy though, because he's got a gap to Tibos. Judy Show is actually in pretty decent placing, just behind Matt Tibos. So that's the one he'll be worried about. Potentially Farrell's out.
Farrell's out the race. We could get a safety car. VSC. Surely it'll be a full course yellow. I'm surprised it's a VSC. Now, let's go on board with Harry. Oh, no, he's passed it. Okay. So let's go on board with Harry. I think the car will be gone by the time Harry gets to it. Yeah, it does. So
I think Harry F and Farrell made contact because Harry F seemed to have a spin too. I think it was the both of them got caught up in that.
Yeah, so Harry F has to come in then, but he won't lose that much time due to it being a VSC. And Harry F started on medium, so he can go on to another 7 meters if he wants to. Sorry.
I can't believe someone's got a pen for a corner cut warning under VSC. That's crazy.
Was that? Who was that? Was that Judy Show? I think it was.
Yeah. Unbelievable. But they're back under. Thank goodness no one gets a drive through for speeding, because that is the worst. But tell you what, look, Chill's made a lot of ground on the back of that. He's obviously used the delta pretty much spot on. Because he's caught right up to D-Morts, who's also actually caught Cooler Kicker as well. So yeah, a bit of the top 2 caught sleeping a bit, I think.
Yeah, Toincoin and Cooler Kicker have not been prepared about this at all, and everyone else has closed himself together, heading towards turn 22 and 23 then as well, using all that curve as you possibly can. DRS will be enabled, so this is Chill to have a chance to go for it. I wouldn't go for it here, Chill. Use a bit of the DRS on the straight to try and get past. And I think
he's running some low wings as well compared to D-Morts. I think he's going to go for this.
He's going to go for it.
He would love to.
He's going to go for it. Here comes Chill. He's going to probably go down the inside, set the fastest lap of the race. You can see Demor's trying to cover Chill off. Chill's not going to go for it. I'm very surprised he's not going to go for it. He may try and go for an unconventional move, but that'll be very, very risky if Chill decides to go for that. But yeah, I'm a bit shocked, but maybe he wants that DRS before he pits. But the more you stay behind Demorts, the more that the Matt Tibos could catch up. So I know he's got to be patient. He's got plenty of DRS on his back pocket as well. And the VSC was a perfect time to do that. But yeah, I was just a bit shocked that Chill didn't go for it because he gained off that safety car massively. And Demorts, if Chill is not careful, is going to gain quite a bit due to being green flag running. But Chill then has gained, I think, only 1/10 through there as well. And yeah, I'm trying to think what will be classed as a low downforce setup around it. Probably in the high teens, maybe probably even lower than that. I've known some drivers to do 11-12 wing in the front, which is crazy to me. I think that's what Chill's running, I think, in the 12s, 11s, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. That's about right. There's a few weird setups I've seen, like 13-8 and stuff, like 13 front and 8 rear.
Do you want a stable back end?
Yeah, it's not for me. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I think Chill really also he needs to think. I mean, he'll be happy Julie Show's got a pen, because he also needs to be careful of the medium runners. The hard runners behind him, because obviously, even though they're behind, they're on a worse compound. So he needs to be careful. He needs to really clear these guys to have a chance of winning the race, because they'll be more than happy for him to be in fourth. But the alternative thing that he might consider is, Cooler Kickers have got it all wrong.
He has.
And he tumbles down the order.
He's dropped down into 6. Our pole sitter is in trouble here in Jeddah, and both the Ryans are going to get past him. So, Cooler Kicker, the one who could have got his first win, well, it's looking unlikely now for the Aston Martin team. Well, I think the staff there are going to be kicking themselves at the moment, and that's allowing Toincoin to pull away quite substantially from Demorts. Demorts needs to push, because otherwise Chill could be sniffing quite a lot here right now. That probably came out wrong, but I'm not bothered at the end of the day. But if you are still in this race, you will be likely to score points, unless you're Harry F at the moment. But he is 5. Oh, he's in the pits again. Please don't tell me he's going to retire. No, he's not. He's just come out. So he's on mediums.
Demorts is incredibly shrewd. He's just been using his ERS to get back into DRS of Toincoin. So this will make Chill's life just harder now, because he's also used a lot of battery to stay with Demorts. And I think he's going to really... He'll kind of settle in now. He'll be more than happy with this. One thing he doesn't want, though, he'll actually be gutted to see Cooler Kicker go off track there. And that sounds bizarre because he went up a place, but he now loses 3 points instead of 2 points. Oh, no, he lost 3 anyway, actually. But he doesn't want Toincoin to spin. I'll tell you that now. Chill couldn't care less where Toincoin comes, as long as it's first. I think as long as he's ahead of Demorts, he won't care. He'll still almost see him as a friend rather than a foe at this point in a title fight.
Yeah, I think all he's got to worry about is Demorts, and if Toincoin spins, he's thinking, right, more of a chance for a win here as well. And to be fair, it's still going to be quite a bit of a gap going into the next round in Belgium next week. So as long as Chill's not like lower than, I would say, 5th or 6th, he should be fine, because otherwise he's going to lose so many points, and the championship could get decided in Belgium if that's the case, which I hope it goes down to the sprint. I've never seen scenarios in leagues where it does get decided in the sprint, but you never know. We're going to have to do some maths if that happens. But going down this back straight, Demorts has found way more time on Toincoin that lap, but Toincoin made a mistake. Julie Show goes down the right-hand side, he comes, and he's up to 4th place. So Matt Tibbol's been caught napping. Julie Show is having a time of his life in that Alpine, but is he regretting it? Because Matt Tibbol's is going to get a lovely toe. He has the DRS. He goes to the left-hand side, through to turn 1. Is he going to swoop down the inside? No, he stays in 5th position. We've got Ryan Belshaw that's gone down the inside of Cam, and he's up to 8th.
Seeing some passes now. It's almost like because the tyres are getting a bit worn, I think. people are perhaps making a bit more mistakes. People that are using a little less, leaning on their tyres less, are perhaps coming into their own now. And I think that's why Chill is starting to struggle to keep with D-Morts and Team Toincoin now, because his tyres are probably starting to get a bit overaged now.
Yeah, I've noticed it does take a while for the tyres to heat up around here, so probably they were being a bit cautious now and then, well, earlier on, and then now that's when they're really starting to pushing now, knowing that they got the rhythm, they found their feet a little bit. I don't know why it does take long to warm these tyres up, to be fair, probably because it is high speed sometimes, and even though there's some where you can take full throttle, there's some corners where you really have to lift quite a lot and avoid those curbs as well. It's a track which is very, very hard for traction, so if you're running no traction or even medium traction, it can be quite difficult unless you're used to it. As Corner Kicker chasing down Matt Tibbles, not where he wants to be right now, but he would probably want a redemption from obviously his spin earlier on. He's used up not much ERS than I thought he was going to be, but D-Morts, he was going to go for a move, not going to, being patient once again. 3/10 is the gap, 52 ERS. Chill, it hasn't got a lot though, so I'm a bit worried about Chill at this stage, but I think he may be hoping for some other things to happen in this race.
MCR and MCFC going at it here. Great wheel-to-wheel battling. I'm surprised MCFC didn't use any of his battery, and if he did, he would have probably made it quite a comfortable pass down the main straight, but now he's kind of got a bit stuck behind, and those guys are a little bit isolated from the rest of the field. They're in their own little fight at the moment.
Yeah, most of them are their own little fight. I think they are fighting their feet a bit. MCFC, though, banging wheels with MCR round the outside. Easy does it, but I think MCR cuts back on MCFC there. Very tight corner to go for it here, but oh, this is going to be very tight. They don't make contact. I have to say, great race between the two of them. And I think MCR is going to get the MCFC, sorry, is going to get the DRS on MCR. When's he going to cut back? He's going to cut back to the left or to the right. Stays behind. He knows there's DRS on the final corner, so he's not going to go for it here. So many DRS straights that follow directly after each other. And you can see how much speed MCFC is carrying. If I were him, stay behind. Don't go for it. He's not going for it. Very smart. You can't do. I don't think you'll be able to do that on the 23 game, but we'll see once we find more information about the game. So MCFC, final straight, he comes. Surely he's going to go for the move. Surely he's going to go for the move into turn one. Down the inside. Oh, MCR covers him very well. Oh, very, very tight between the two. They're still fighting through 3 and 4. Oh my goodness, this is like. This I have to say, this is amazing stuff from the pair of them. MTR, who's been in this league for as long as I can remember, Mr. Consistent. MCFC has been on and off. I've raced it before. There's some tracks where he can be a bit on and off, but this is a track where he's definitely shown that he can race. He wasn't going to go around the outside, but this is insane, and it's only a fight for 10th.
Yeah, I almost feel like they're enjoying it, because they're losing a load of time to Cam, but I don't think they really care. I think they're just having fun.
That's like me and Jed last season, when I was just fighting with, I think I was fighting with Evil Dragon at the time, and we were at the back anyway, so we were like, you know what, let's just fight and not bother about what's going on in front. I think, yeah, I agree. But we'll see if MCFC could put up the challenge again. But, yeah, fair play to them. I know they're getting more coverage time because there's a lot of yellow flag. We could be round to a halt as Harry F is off. As Ryan B has been overtaken by Cam.
So here we go. He's using quite a lot now, and then he goes off of it. I don't understand. I think he's genuinely just likes the wheel to wheel because he's like stops using it. If he didn't stop using it, he would just be clear of MCR.
Oh God! MCFC, is he going to do it? Yes, he does.
Good move. Good move.
Brilliant move. Fair play to him. He didn't even use his overtake as well. Just DRS.
Bizarre. I mean, something that's happening at the front here is Chill is getting absolutely tracked down by Julie Slow. Julie Slow. Julie
Julie
Slow? He's not Julie
Slow?
Slow. He's
They're
Julie
gonna
Slow.
hate you.
he's catching, and Chill's tyres are gone, I think. But then Tibos has come with Julie Show, so really, really bizarre. Chill's pace has gone through the floor. I'm wondering if he has a spot of damage or something.
Harry F's out the
Harry F.
race. He's retired in the pit lane, I think, so no safety car. Chill is down to 4th. Julie Show's got past him.
I think he's going to use this opportunity now to pit.
DRS check him.
Yeah, I think it would be wise. Is he going to pit? Or is he, he's not.
He stays
pitting,
out.
so...
Oh, I thought they would have pitted now. I would have done.
Yeah.
But Ryan B thinks so. He comes in.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting here as well is that, like, the safety car now, actually, the whole field can swap compounds probably and get to the end. I imagine the mediums could make it.
Yeah, mediums can get to the end from here.
So, yeah, there's no real advantage or disadvantage really for anyone at this point. Actually, you'd probably argue it's with the hard runners now.
Yeah.
They're probably wanting one more so than Chill, Tibos, Cam K and Ryan B, really.
I think everyone wouldn't mind it unless you're the one that crashed.
Yeah, or Toincoin, potentially. And probably D-Morts, actually.
Yes.
I think D-Morts is probably incredibly happy with this. And again, he's in danger of setting a very strange record. I'm not sure he'll care.
Matt Tibos
but,
spun.
It's always Matt. Oh, such a quick guy.
And that was close to, I think, disaster. I had pins and needles just for about a minute, and it really hurt. Luckily, it's all right now. Probably because I was stuck in one position on one point. But yeah, I've gone now. But yeah, Matt Tibos had a moment, and he's down to 8th. So that allows Cooler Kicker to go back up to 5th. Oh, I got pins and needles again. Go away. Yeah, we should be all good now. But I'm surprised D Morts is not challenging Toincoin enough, but he's still keeping at it. I think D Morts is not bothered that Toincoin's ahead of him because I wonder if he's focused on the championship.
Oh, 100%. Cam K goes defensive. Ryan B looking to go around the outside, which turns into the inside. Well, could give him a bit of room there, Cam, to be fair. And Cam won't be happy with that, but he didn't really give him much room, so there was always kind of inevitable contact. But he'll be annoyed that he'll feel like that would be a bump pass, and Ryan B will be annoyed that he didn't get any space. So, bit of a
Lost
Max
a bit of
Verstappen, George
time. Yeah, Max Verstappen, George Russell. That's been going on Twitter at the moment. All I've seen is stuff about Max and George.
Yeah.
I have my own opinion about it. I think it was hard but fair racing. Other people may think it's not, but I thought it was hard but fair racing. Even though Max did get damaged, but he hit the wall. But
yeah, I that's my sentiment with it. I agree. As Cooler Kicker now, getting past Chill. Chill is really falling through the floor here.
Maybe the hards are being the better tyre right now.
Yeah, I think they are, and I think he needs to think about pitting now because he needs an undercut to Judy. I need to call him Judy Slow again. Judy Show and Cooler Kicker. He needs that because otherwise he's going to be in a world of trouble. His best chance is to get past them. Wow,
that's huge.
That is insane.
That is huge. Speeding in the pit lane, which will get added to the end of his race. Toincoin goes on mediums a lap early.
Wow. That is super surprising to me. And hang on. I think
Chill's
he had damage.
ahead. Did Toincoin get damage to his front wing?
He must have. Because I can't work out how he would have.
Yeah, even MCFC hasn't pitted, okay. I was going to say.
This is now D-Morts to lose. Because that is so crazy. And look at where Chill's come out. Chill's come out almost in the perfect place. He won't be happy he's got MCFC behind. And if he's been listening to any commentary, he'll know that MCFC quite likes to scrap. So he needs to... Oh, he does not need to be overtaken.
No, he doesn't. He's got to be saving his tyres. As
Toin
MCFC
Coin.
tries to get past Toin Coin. Oh,
Toin
you don't
Coin.
want to be fighting one who hasn't pitted yet.
Toin Coin, he's looking rapid. He's looking. You can almost
He's
tell
looking
he's angry.
fierce. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. He goes past Chill. Surely. He's going to go for it. Yes, he does. Toin Coin is back in the lead of the race. Net
Chill
race
did
lead.
not. Yeah, Chill didn't want any part of that. I think he just thought, no, go on, you crack on. If anything, he'll be
D-Mort's
actually
in.
annoyed. Yeah, D-Mort's in. Cooler Cooker takes over the provisional lead of the race anyway, but Toin Coin, Camk as well. A lot of people getting caught out here, which is very surprising.
It is quite tight pit lane, to be fair. I haven't sped in practice, but knowing me, I'll speed in the race. Because it always happens around here that I don't speed in practice, but I speed in a race. But D-Morts hasn't got a penalty, though. D-Morts is ahead of Toin Coin then. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, because of the wing change, and
Yeah.
also there's the 5 seconds. So D-Morts is absolutely flying. The only thing that could make this, put a wrinkle in this, maybe, would be a safety car now. Because Cooler Kicker would almost certainly come out,
Ahead.
come in. Yeah, he would. Well, he'd come in, and I think he'd come out probably second.
Oh, yeah, he
but
will
he'd
just
have those
come out
special
behind
tyres.
because it's around about 19 seconds, the pit lane loss.
Yeah, so
Probably behind Julie's show or just ahead of Toin Coin, I don't know.
interesting. He's staying out. He's doing a long run on those, but Chill at the moment. I mean, penny for his thoughts because he's pretty much nowhere really. I mean, Ryan B is arguably not miles behind, but he's also got a pen. I mean, Chill's in a race of his own, and the last time he was in a race of his own was last week, and his pad let him down. So, I wonder if that's playing into his mind as well. You know, it's awful when something like that happens because you lose confidence. You're worried it's going to happen again, but Cooler Kick is in, which isn't really a massive surprise, I don't think.
I think that's everybody that's pitted apart from MCFC and MCR. And now they're waiting. Oh, MCFC, speaking of that, is pitted, typical. And MCR is pitted as well. They were listening to my commentary and were like, you know what? Screw it, we'll pit. They're both on mediums. Everyone has stopped now. Howie's on softs, I've just noticed. My question is why? He's on a 2-stop, most likely. I think he wants to avoid the hard at all costs. Fair enough.
What's interesting will be D-Morts has pretty much got this done, in my opinion, and
Yes.
unless he makes a big error. So Chill's got to look ahead, and he's got to look at a few things, which is Toin Coin has a 5-second penalty, and Julie Show has 6. Now, Julie Show's up the road at the moment, but those tyres aren't going to get any better at some point, and he will start coming back into Julie Show. So if he can keep it clean, there's still a chance he could get a podium here and only lose probably in the region of about 10 points.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people that can still get podiums. Let's look at who's got penalties and who hasn't. So, D-Morts has got no penalties. Neither has Cooler Kicker. Chill and Ryan Belshaw, no penalties. MCR, no penalties. These guys can gain masses, but there's a few that got 5 seconds though. To be fair, a lot of people got 5 seconds. Toin Coin down the inside. Cooler Kicker's down to 4th. Toin Coin's up to 3rd. And let me check penalties actually, how many people got. Julie Show's on 6 seconds, so Toin Coin will need to gain 8 tenths per second on Julie Show to go ahead of him.
Yeah, and I think I suppose the one person that could challenge, I don't think he's got the natural pace, so he's very quick, obviously, is the pole sitter, Cooler Kicker. He's probably the only one that's got a chance of catching D-Morts. But he's going to have to catch over a half a second a lap, and I can't see that, personally.
I can't see that either, to be honest. I have to agree with you. But to be fair, this race has flown by, which it usually does around Jeddah. And it for all the right reasons. It's just, we've seen some great... But the main battles we've seen were for the likes of MCFC and MCR. That was really, really great racing. We could see, I think, more entertaining racing towards the end. We could see a safety car. I think all Jeddah races we've seen at least one safety car in league racing and in real life. More than real life anyway as well. And yeah. So we're going to be heading towards the latter stages. Who's going to win? Let us know in the chat if you haven't already. Subscribe to us, hit that notification bell so you know when to check out our stream. As Caller Kicker, he's got a bit of slipstream to gain on Toy Coin, and he could get his joint best result of the season. I'm trying to remember what does 4th place get? I think it's 12 points.
Yes. Yeah.
So that will be his best result of the season if he stays there. But don't forget, he may gain more. He may gain second. Because Caller Kicker's got no penalties.
Yeah, he's in a net second as it stands, really. I mean, he might be just a bit nervous. He'll probably want to get past Toincoin at this point because he will be looking behind at Chill. He'll notice that gap start to do things that in the last few laps. It will probably go the other way, so he'll definitely want Toincoin to either hurry up, even though he's got a pen, or get past him, really, because that way he could just put a bit of gap to QBR Chill.
Yeah, keeping a gap as much as possible. We only had 2 retirements so far. If you're still in this race, don't forget, points are awarded for the ones who finish and are inside the top 12. So if you are running down, like, say, 12th, and you're, like, 47 seconds down, you want to try and get that fastest lap point, just like Harry has just done. So Caller Kicker, I think Caller Kicker's looking quicker than Toincoin right now. He's got DRS. He's got DRS, so is he going to get him? I don't think so, because Toincoin trying to get that slipstream he needs from his teammate. I wonder if the 2 teammates will be working together a bit more to try and gain some DRS, but they're not really fighting for anything, so I don't know, but they do know the D-Morts is in front as well. I don't know what's happening to Chill, because Chill was in such good position, and now D-Morts is leading. He's gonna lose masses of points. He's gonna lose 15 points to D-Morts. I've probably done rubbish maths here. 25 points D-Morts gets. And then if Chill finishes 5th, he gets 10. Yeah, 15 points he will lose. That's massive.
It is, but I tell you what, he's not far off of Judy. He's out the window, but he's not out the window by a lot. He's if he can just keep this gap now stagnant for a few laps, it will come in. As long as he drives well, it will definitely come in. So Toincoin and Judy Show, really, they're going to be thinking, they're going to know Cooler Kicker's behind them, but Toincoin will obviously, as well as Judy Show, will see Chill there. At some point, if they battle at any point, it could cost them severely, actually.
Yellow flag.
Oh.
Harry.
That was Ryan B, isn't it?
No.
Ryan B.
Ryan B's lost it. Oh.
Ryan
Front wing.
Yeah. Nasty. And MCFC will definitely get past here.
He's going to have a lot of straight line speed, Ryan Belshaw, though.
Yeah, absolutely. That's incredible straight line speed. Ooh.
He's not going to get to good cornering speed, I can tell you that.
that would have annoyed Ryan B, because he was on the outside and he was always going to pit. So he just gets it slowed down as well. But, you know, he's still got points. He's still in with a couple of points here. Chill cannot afford to keep leaking. He cannot afford to keep leaking time. It's getting very, very close now, to the point where even if he does get a bit more pace, it's not necessarily going to matter. Just looking at some warnings. D. Morts has, he has 3 warnings, and I'm pretty sure one of those warnings
One of them was contact, yeah.
So, Judy Show with another pen. So Chill will be loving seeing that.
Chill will be fourth.
As it stands, yeah, he will definitely be 4th. But also, he'll love to see that, because Toincoin's only a second and a half out of the window for him. And it should get easier and easier. And Cooler Kicker, even if Cooler Kicker just somewhat compromises him through one of these corners, because you know, in an overtake, they go wheel to wheel, for example, into turn one, going too wide there is gonna, no matter who you are, you're going to go slow through there. So, chill. Don't rule chill out for a podium yet. It's really on the cusp of not being viable, though.
With 6 laps to go, Ryan Belshaw, obviously, due to his damage, has gone on soft. So, I won't be surprised if we go to fastest lap. But I have to say, I tried going on softs earlier. I feel like the mediums have a lot better grip sometimes. But to be fair, I was running it in the daytime. But I've noticed that the mediums just feel like a bit better pace-wise. So I would struggle if I was on softs. But obviously Ryan B didn't want to go on mediums. We had plenty of opportunities. So I think it's going to be D-Mort's first, Cooler Kicker second, Chill third. Scrap, no, not third. He's going to get fourth. Okay. The gap 6.6 seconds and he's dropping.
So there is one thing that could happen here that isn't super unlikely, which is Cooler Kicker is in the DRS of Toin Coin, who is having to push because he doesn't want to drop behind Judy Show by 4 seconds, and also he knows Chill is there. Now, with that, Cooler Kick is getting dragged along here, and D-Morts is actually only 0.7 of a second outside of the window if he picks up a penalty, and he has 2 warnings. So, actually, you know what? If D-Morts just tightens up a little bit, this is a track where it's going to show your nerves in how you drive. If he picks up 1 more warning, Cooler Kicker is actually getting pretty close to the point where he would jump him.
Yeah, I hope we get to see a final scrap for the lead. I really do, but that's probably not going to happen due to the penalties. But Cooler Giga, we could have a final slot for third. I know he's got penalties, Toin Coin, but Cooler Giga is definitely going to give Toin Coin a run for his money. And the more that he gets past, the more he's got to worry about D-Morts. Because if D-Morts gets another penalty, Cooler Giga could be 1 step closer to be winning this race. So if I was him, he'll be under huge pressure to get past his main rivals, even though he's got penalties to his name as well. We've got Ryan Beeves in the pits again. I think he's got more damage. MCR, no penalties to his name as well. Well, he's a driver that always tends to pit no penalties. Cooler Kicker. Oh, look at that straight line speed. Look at that. He's absolutely flying. He doesn't even need to use ERS, but he's using it now. As Cooler Kicker looking to get his best result of the season. Well, he's definitely going to get his best result of the season here. He's in a net second. But can he be third on the road? He's got a few more corners to do so before the start of the lap 22. As D-Mort's about to start the 22nd lap of 25. And Cooler Kicker, he's using the DRS. You can see the Toin Coin is DRS, and this could be his chance. No, but he does not get past. I think Cooler Kicker wants to wait for another lap. I think maybe wait for the penultimate lap because the gap is quite big to Chill. So they do have a bit of a buffer if they wanted to. So I think they will wait for a bit.
What's shocking to me is, as Kamke gets past Ryan B, does he? They're wheel to wheel. Wow. Kamke does get past. I think Ryan B let him have that because he's got that extra 2 seconds. So he's probably thinking that's fine. MCFC is in again. He's probably going to slap on some softs, try and get the fastest lap. And why not?
Yeah, I don't blame him. That's probably what I'll do most likely be doing tonight because I'm going to be near the back anyway. Hate Jeddah.
Yeah,
Who voted for this track?
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, I know that the way they do it is they always put tracks that were voted off back on, but there's a lot of tracks now. So I'm wondering if they'll review that for the second season of the new game, because there's going to be about 20, I reckon there's going to be about 26, 27 tracks on the game at this rate.
Oh, yeah. They'll probably keep Portimao.
Yeah, and they'll keep Paul Ricard as well for that same reason. There's no, well, you never know. They might remove them and add them as a free
no
add-on.
rules. Please keep Paul Ricard. What are we going to do with No Rules France?
I know, yeah, exactly. Everyone loves a bit of No Rules France, but
to be honest, I'm better at No Rules France than normal France. I actually got a race where we're literally doing no rules. It's literally a 50% race, no rules. It's towards the end of one of the seasons I'm doing. It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More leagues should do it. But, yeah.
Ooh, Cooler Kicker. Cooler Kicker nearly dropped it there. And I'm really intrigued what D-Mort's thoughts are here. Because he'll know that Cooler Kicker he'll see on the Delta that he's roughly 3 seconds behind. You know, he just needs to bring it home at the end of the day now. He could afford to lose chunks of time. You'll see Judy Show and Toincoin have got pens, but horrible this situation when you're kind of on that tightrope of 2 warnings. And Chill's pace, Chill's head, I hate to say it, but I think Chill's head's gone because there's no way he should have lost 9 seconds to Judy Show.
No.
That for me is, if he loses this
has he got
title,
weird wing damage?
I doubt it, because I just think it's just not his track. I just think that I think rear wing damage would be more severe than this. But here we go. Cooler Kicker is in that 3 second window. I know I'm trying to dramatise something that hasn't happened yet, but it could happen. That will definitely be on D-Mort's mind. And Toincoin is not exactly got the most pace at the moment, but Judy Show is actually right behind D-Mort's.
This could be the fight for the win on track here.
Yeah, he might want it. He might want it on track.
I think I have to say it's going to be a very hard driver of the day pick, you know, because I think for Judy Show, I have to say it's not been his season, but today he showed his brilliance. He's going to get dropped quite a bit. Probably he's going to drop down to 4th, which I have to say is still quite incredible. He's still going to get his best result this season anyway. So I think I can't complain if I'm Judy Show. I think it's going to be hard to pick. There's so many good drivers. I would say any of the top 4, I would say. They both driven so well. And MCR and MCFC driven well as well with their battle. Judy Show is looking very close. But he's hardly got any ERS as well. Penultimate lap of this Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, which I almost called Jeddah Grand Prix earlier on. But I know they won't get it due to penalties. But Judy Show is going to give it all that he's got. Could he force D-Morts to make a mistake? We'll have to wait and see. Final lap is approaching. Still a lot that can happen. And there's still plenty of things that could go wrong. Judy Show to the left. Is he going to go for the move or the lead of the race? Of course he is. Cooler Kicker's going to try and do the same on Toincoin, but he does not do it. Judy Show on track is leading, but he'll drop down quite a bit due to penalties, but he is going to get rid of that deficit, so he may possibly be in a better position as well. It's going to be hard pulling away 6 seconds in a few laps. I think he's got 6. Oh, he's got 9.
He's got 9. Yeah,
Where
he's
did he
got
get the
basically
third
no
one?
chance. Yeah, just fair. I think a couple of laps ago, he'd already pulled clear of Chill. And do you know what? Heart goes out to Chill today.
Yeah.
His strategy would have been get round, don't get any pens. There's going to be a safety car, and unbelievably, there's not been. So
there's been
really
a VSC. I was surprised that Foul? Was it Foul that crashed? Or yeah, it was Foul that crashed. I was surprised there was no safety car. But that was at the beginning of the race. It was one VSC. So, fair play to all the D3 guys for no safety cars at all. I think this is the first Jeddah race where I've commentated on where there's been no safety car. As all Corner Kicker gonna get past Toincoin for third on the road. This could still be the fight for the win. If one more lap, Corner Kicker could be in the fight for the win. D-Morts versus Judy Show for the win on track. Judy Show's got to cross the line to win, but it's D-Morts that wins his first race. Finally. Will he keep it, though? I hope he does. Corner Kicker in second, and Aston Martin 1-2. Well, Alonso and Stroll will be happy to see that, I can tell you that. And an Alpine 3-4 as well. And a Williams 5-6. What the hell?
Yeah, 2x2. Very bizarre, but yeah, look at that. I mean, that is, you know, you'll see the results, and it won't tell you the full story of the race, really. But D-Mort's really well done. That was very well managed. He definitely just took it easy to not get that final warning the last few laps. But well played. That was a. I hate to say it for Chill's sake, but I think that is a championship-winning performance in an absolute nutshell, really.
Yeah, I think he's now going to increase the gap by 15 points. And a gap, I believe, there will need to be 37 points by the end of next week to clinch the title. So if if it's in the same position now, first and fifth, that wouldn't have happened. So I think the championship fight will still go to Brazil, but D-Mort, I think, has gone one step closer for the title to come to him. He would potentially be on his way to D2 next season. We're just waiting for Harry to cross the line. He's doing donuts. Lovely. Nice drifting. Still got to get points. He'll take it, but surely he would have wanted higher than that. I enjoyed that fight for the win at the end. Shame it wasn't for the actual position, but still, it was quite fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what's such a shame? I wish we could go back in time and Chill's controller not
Stick drift.
deflect, because do you know what? Because now it would be, I think the gap would almost be about 1 point to D-Mort's. D-Mort's Chill hates Spa, which I don't think is any big secret, but he loves Brazil because it's a bad track and it's a sprint race. So it would have been. It would have been very
close, and there would have been no safety car. So I think Chill would have been leading by miles.
Yeah. So it's but as it stands, it's almost it feels like match point, really, doesn't it? I think is the phrase.
But you never know. We haven't seen how well D-Morts can do around Belgium. But if D-Morts and Chill have rubbish races in Belgium, it could still be eyes on the crown for D-Morts. We'll see, but D-Mort's not the fastest guy out there. It's his teammate, Cooler Kicker, in second. Toincoin in third. Since joining the league, I believe this is his first time he has not won in a while. So there we go. Judy Show in fourth position. Chill in fifth. Cam in sixth. Ryan B 7th. Matt Tibos 8th. MCR 9th. MCFC 10th. Ryan Belshaw 11th. Harry 12th. Only 2 retirements though. I think it did help that we had less drivers. So that probably helped the lack of safety cars. I'm kind of glad we didn't get any safety cars. Harry does get the extra fastest lap point. We've got to pick drivers of the day. We will remember this time. Quite difficult, but I think it's got to be. I think we've got to give it to the 2 Aston Martins because they've both driven superb today. Cooler Kicker got pole. He made a mistake, but to be fair, he bounced back, didn't he? So I'll give it to the 2 Aston Martins. Unless you think any different, I don't know. No, I'm with you, and I think I'd probably give it to Julie's show. Even though they got 9 seconds of pens, he still finished fourth, so it's best result.
Toincoin kind of threw that in my. Yeah, I feel like Toincoin may have threw that race away. I think both Toincoin and Gulick will feel like they threw that race away a bit. But I'd give Toincoin a week off from driver of the day because I think he's normally voted anyway.
I can't remember who won the last one.
No, not could I actually, but that'd probably be my 3. But I think you can't argue with the first 2 at all.
Yeah. So my internet's going typical, and it's the end of the stream, but that's good timing. That is good timing. But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up before my internet decides to jump off of an edge of a cliff. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not gonna be here next week. I'll be away on holiday. But we will try and get someone in as well to make sure Mark is not on his own, because that will be a horrible sight if that's the case, because commentating on your own is always quite tricky. But no matter what happens, there will be a stream, but who will be commentating remains to be seen. Make sure you join D2 and D4 in about, it is exactly half an hour's time for some more Jeddah action. Oh, I'm going to die. I know you've done quite well in the past in some leagues, but I'm looking forward to it in a way. But I'm looking forward to just getting to the checker flag. But thanks for watching. We'll let you guys go. Have a good evening. Take care. Stay safe, and Goodbye. As I find the ending screen. There we go. Goodbye.